The dumbbell snatch is a fantastic exercise for developing explosiveness and stuff, but what I like to use it for is to help people practice establishing a really good shoulder position in a more dynamic way. So when we have people who play like volleyball or tennis or something like that, this is an amazing exercise to help them be able to find that stable centered shoulder position overhead in a really dynamic way where there's some speed and load associated with that. So let me take you through this because this is a great detail to think about when you're doing this exercise. When we are doing a dumbbell snatch, so that basically looks sort of like this, okay? There's two main areas where my shoulder position can get really out of whack and to where I'm going to be practicing just a really bad habit. So as that weight comes down and I have to stop that momentum here, the tendency is for my shoulder to want to roll forward. And if I just stand up and show you that, now my shoulder is way out of the centered position in the joint, where it should just be kind of sitting back here, where it's going to be able to function better, I'm going to be stronger, and I'm not going to kind of cause an impingement and some rubbing in there, which can cause some pain and problems over time. So as I come down, I want to make sure that the muscles in my back and around my shoulder are engaged enough that the shoulder stays in the exact same position. As I come back up, I want to make sure that I catch it in that exact same position as well. So there's not excessive shoulder movement here. I'm not catching it up overhead in a really shrugged position. My shoulders just sort of rotating around and again, staying in that nice, happy, centered position. So let me do a couple good ones and a couple bad ones so hopefully you can see this. I'm not going to do too many bad ones because it just doesn't feel very good. But it basically being in this kind of loose position here versus engaged. Right, so here, these would be some pretty good ones, no big deal. And these would be some poor ones. That just feels terrible. So that's what you can be thinking about when you're doing dumbbell snatches in terms of your shoulder position. And that would make a huge, huge difference in your ability to then translate that optimal shoulder position to all kinds of other activities. This is a fairly advanced progression. You probably want to start with something a little simpler, like maybe just doing a shoulder press to start with. But once you master that, adding some dynamic loading is a great way to take that to the next level.